super weird to be turning on the camera and vlogging right now. It has been probably over 2 weeks at this point, because now it's January 3rd since the last time that I've picked up the camera and vlogged. And since I've started my YouTube channel, I've never taken a break this long. I wouldn't say it was like needed, but it was really refreshing to not have to do anything for like 2 weeks. And I'm just gonna give you guys like the rundown on what's been up these past 2 weeks. Obviously we had Christmas, we had New Year's, we had like all of the holidays and stuff. So I have been up to a few things, but like, you know, no crazy life updates. Let's start from the very beginning. So obviously I finished off Vlogmas and then kind of went MIA for a while. You guys kind of knew I was going MIA for a while because I said I was gonna take a little break. Did I expect to take a 2-week break and not pick up my camera for the past 2 weeks? I absolutely did not. I was gonna vlog a few days in Virginia. I got like my hair done and stuff, spent time with family, and I just didn't have the motivation to pick up the vlog camera while I was there. Not only that, but I was literally with family the whole time, and I'm just like not the type of person that really enjoys like vlogging around other people. Like certain people, yes, but to do it in front of my whole family, it just is not my vibe. Also, I just like wanted to spend time with them one-on-one, without the camera, without social media, the whole thing. So after Vlogmas, I obviously went to Virginia. As I mentioned in previous vlogs, my dad's whole side of the family was in Virginia. We did like a little family reunion Christmas ordeal. It was so much fun seeing everyone. I hadn't seen them in probably 2 or 3 years, I think. Yeah, 2 Christmases before was the last time that I had seen them. So it was really good to get to hang out with them. I was still working while I was in Virginia, but literally for the past 2 weeks, I haven't had a single meeting, and there's been nothing on my to-do list. So essentially my work and my department was like, just use the next 2 weeks to kind of chill, relax. So it's literally felt like I've been on PTO for the past 2 weeks, but obviously I was still checking emails, still checking Teams, like doing anything that popped up, but I didn't have work really. I got to spend time with family, and I also graduated grad school officially. I finished up my MBA program and finished out with like a 94 in the class. So I finished off with like a pretty decent GPA in my opinion overall. And my degree doesn't get conferred until January 20th, but there's no reason for me to not get my diploma because I passed every single class, I've met every single requirement. So now I'm just waiting for the official like, congratulations, you graduated letter essentially. So haven't had YouTube, haven't had work, haven't had school, and it feels so weird to not have anything to do for the past 2 or 3 weeks, but I also haven't had that in like 2 or 3 years. Honestly, my whole life. Let's be honest, like my whole life. I've either been doing school or I've been doing work or I've been doing something else. I haven't had a break from everything where I just do nothing for years. So it was much needed, but I'm very excited to get back in action and kind of create a new plan for myself. Now that I'm done with grad school, I like need to find something else to kind of occupy my time. I'm the type of person that really likes to be busy and doing things and constantly growing. And yes, I have YouTube, I have social media, but I like want to find something else to kind of like fill that gap, whether it's creating more content or signing up for a new education program, getting my PMP, doing something of that sort. Still trying to figure all that out, but in the meantime, I am kind of enjoying the downtime of not having to study, not having any assignments due, like the whole 9 yards. I'm very excited to be done with grad school, and I'm very excited to say that I can officially have my MBA and all of that stuff. It's very surreal, and it really hasn't hit me yet, but I don't think it'll hit me until I literally have my diploma. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, that was kind of Christmas time frame, and then after Christmas, because I spent 2 weeks in Virginia, I came back to Jersey City, and I was only here for like a day before I left again, and I actually went up to Lake Placid with John, his sister, and his sister's boyfriend. I don't know why that just sounded like really weird coming out of my mouth, but there was 4 of us that went to Lake Placid, and we went skiing and snowboarding and stuff like that. So very chill New Year's Eve and a very fun weekend. Again, super relaxing. We didn't do anything crazy for New Year's Eve. We literally just skied and then went back to our little cabin and like made dinner, watched movies, puzzles, all of that stuff. So that is kind of like what I've been up to for the past 3 weeks. That's kind of like the rundown on everything like that. and I'm excited to hit the ground running for 2023. I just have like a really good feeling about this year. I feel like a lot of growth is gonna happen. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of new and exciting opportunities, and I'm going to travel to a lot of fun places, new places, and I'm just excited for the whole thing. So welcome back, happy 2023. Glad I got the opportunity to catch you guys up a little bit. Like I said, not like I've been doing anything crazy. There's no significant life updates. Clearly in the same apartment in Jersey City doing the same things, but I guess grad school is a big update, but other than that, like, it's, you know, pretty business as usual around here. That's the whole ordeal. I do want to kind of do some 2022 reflection and set 2023 goals with you. Spoiler alert, I already set the 2023 goals and I've kind of already looked at my 2022 goals out of curiosity, but I do want to like share them with you guys because I always think it's fun to see how much I've grown over the past year and see what I've accomplished and that whole situation. So we're gonna do that in a little bit, but just wanted to say welcome back. My sister got me the Stanley Cup for Christmas and I cannot stop drinking out of it. These are a game changer. Everyone that's hyping them up on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, is not being dramatic. I have been drinking so much water because of this bad boy. Granted, it's massive and I can't bring it anywhere other than my apartment, but while I'm home, this is the key to success. We're putting it away for now. We're gonna do some 2022 reflections and then I'm gonna share my 2023 like aspirations, vision, manifestation, the whole thing with you guys. So let's start with 2022 goals. I'm gonna pop them up on the screen. I've been talking about them and we can kind of go from there. So the first goal that I had for, I'm also like on my computer over here if I keep looking over to the side of me. The first goal that I had for this year was to hit 5K YouTube subscribers. I did not complete this goal. I'm at like 4,500 now, I think. So we are very close to 5,000, but I didn't meet that goal. That was a kind of a stretch for me and I knew it was gonna be a stretch for me because I think when I set this goal, I only had like either 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers at some point, and just based on my growth pattern, 5,000 was definitely a stretch, but I'm glad that I got somewhere close to it. Yes, I did not achieve the goal, but I literally am so proud of myself and I'm so happy with like this little corner that we have on YouTube, and I just appreciate all the support. So that was the first goal. The second goal was to travel to 4 new places. 125% did this. Just to list some places off, I went to Burlington, Vermont for the first time, Cold Springs, New York, which is like a little town outside the city, Ocean City, New Jersey, Bermuda, St. Thomas, St. Martin, Royal Caribbean's Island in the Bahamas, which I'm forgetting the name of it. Definitely went to 4 new places this year and I just want to try to continue to do that in 2023 as well. So that was exciting to look back on. Goal number 3 was to move into a luxury or at least nicer building in New York City. I moved to Jersey City. I'm still gonna technically count this as achieving my goal. Did I move within New York City? No. Did I move to Jersey City? Yes. Am I in a nicer building? Yes. In my mind, that goal was 125% achieved. 4 was to save at least $4,800 and put that in savings. I had a savings goal that I wanted to hit this year, and I actually ended up dipping into savings more than I ended up saving in 2022, and that is something I definitely want to change in 2023. A lot of things happened in 2022 that were just expensive. Moving is expensive, buying new furniture is expensive, living in New York City by myself was just very, very, very expensive in and of itself. So I did dip into savings more than I actually saved last year, but that is something that I want to change in 2023. Next was to take more pictures and videos for memories. I 125% did this. I just feel like having a YouTube channel and loving social media and creating content, I just naturally take a lot of pictures and videos. I'm pretty sure I have like 20,000 videos and pictures on my camera roll in my phone right now, which is another task for 2023 is to clear that out, but I definitely achieved this goal. Next is to try 1 new thing every month for the whole year. I'm just gonna assume that I hit that goal. I love trying new things and I love doing new things, whether it's trying a new restaurant, trying a new workout class, going somewhere new in New York, going somewhere new outside of New York. I have a feeling I hit this. Did I track it specifically? No, I did not, but just based on who I am as a person and my personality, I'm pretty sure I achieved this goal. And then the last goal that I set for 2022 was to finish grad school and graduate, which I did. Completed grad school, am 100% done with it. I now have my MBA, which is very exciting. So I accomplished 5 out of the 7 goals that I set for 2022, which I think is a great accomplishment. I know I didn't achieve like every single one of them, but I view goals as a way to push myself, not necessarily to strive to like, of course I want to achieve every single one of them, but I'm not the type of person like beats myself up if I don't achieve a goal. I use them as like a form of motivation, if anything. So those were my goals for 2022. And now we're gonna jump into 2023 and I'm gonna share my vision board, my goals, and then I'm gonna start doing monthly goals again because I kind of miss doing them. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but while I'm doing monthly goals, I'll definitely share them with you guys. So let's jump into that. Okay, let's start with the 2023 vision board. I'm just gonna quickly pop my Pinterest up on the screen and kind of let it speak for itself. I don't really wanna explain every single thing that I have pinned, but I feel like you can kind of get a sense for like what I'm going for with this vision board. I love Pinterest. I highly recommend Pinterest just in everyday life. Like I love going on here first thing in the morning or throughout the day and just looking at like outfit inspiration. I love looking at quotes. I love looking at recipes. I use Pinterest probably 2 to 3 times a day. I'm not even being dramatic when I say that. I personally love it. I also really love it for vision boards because there are so many different like aesthetic photos, and I feel like it's just a really fun way to express what you want your year to look like or what you want your month to look like or season or however you're using your vision board. So I personally really love it, and I'll have my Pinterest link down below for you guys if you want to check it out and follow it. But like I said, I use it for a bunch of different things, but using it for a vision board is like one of my favorite ways to use it because of how just like aesthetic it looks, and I feel like it's a good representation of what I would want to achieve this year. So that is kind of like what my 2023 vision board, manifestation board, mood board, whatever you want to call it, that is what it looks like for this year. All right, now let's talk about my 2023 goals, and I'm actually going to pop the picture of the 2023 goals up on the screen because I'm going to do it in a new form this year. Last year I just did it like in a list in Google Docs and that worked really well, but I kind of want to try a Excel or Google Sheets type ordeal where I can like check things off and make a note next to things and like really get specific with my goals. So starting with social media goals, I want to hit 7K subscribers on YouTube. This is just based off of like how my growth has been going over the past 2 years and my average growth. I want to set a realistic goal, but also a goal that pushes myself, and I think 7K subscribers on YouTube is definitely realistic. If I was shooting for the moon and the stars, 10K would be like my ultimate goal for the year, but like I said, I kind of want to be realistic based on what I've seen with my analytics and stuff. So we're gonna go with 7K subscribers on YouTube. Second social media goal is to make 5 figures off of YouTube. I made a good amount of money this year on YouTube just based on AdSense and brand deals, stuff that I was able to put in savings and help furnish my apartment and all that stuff. And obviously that is thanks to you guys. Like I wouldn't be making money on YouTube or doing any of this stuff if it wasn't for you guys. So I appreciate you guys like interacting with my content and watching my content and the whole 9 yards. So for 2023, I think it'd be cool to make 5 figures on YouTube, even if it's just like $10,000. I think that is a very large goal, but one that I'm willing to push myself to hit. And then next we're moving on to personal goals. I want to travel to 2 new US cities. This is something that I want to do more just in life in general. I feel like whenever I look to travel, I'm always looking to travel out of the country, and I want to appreciate the US a little bit more. Like I've been to a few of the national parks, but I think I've only been to like 2 or 3. I've been to like the Grand Canyon. I've never been to LA. I've never been to San Diego. I've never been to Utah. I've never been to a bunch of places that are on my list that have been on my list forever, and I feel like 2023 is the year that I can check a lot of them off. So I want to check at least 2 of them off. Ideally I would like to check a lot more off obviously, but I feel like 2 is a good goal to set. And then second goal is to make new friends, meet new people. I love the friends that I have in the city. I love the friends that I have in my life now, but I think that something that no one really talks about is how hard it is to make friends out of college, and when you're an adult, you either have to meet them through work or through workout classes or social media or something of that sort. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of like virtual social media friends that I keep in contact with and like will message and stuff, but I would love to either like meet those people in person and hang out, or just like meet new people in general. I think that that is something that is definitely out of my comfort zone. I am 100% an introvert. You probably cannot tell based on the fact that I literally put myself online, but I do not go out of my way to meet new people. I'm very comfortable in my own little world, in my own little space. So I think that meeting like 1 or 2 new people this year would be something that would be beneficial for me personally, and something that would be really exciting. So that's a goal. And then third goal would be to run my first half marathon. I asked my parents for like high quality, good running shoes for Christmas. So I got Hoka's, and now that I have new running shoes, I feel like I can actually achieve this goal. My goal to run a half marathon has literally been on probably every single list for the past few years. I've always wanted to start running, whether it's a 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon, the whole 9 yards. And I feel like 2023 is the year to do it. New York City always has half marathons going on. Like there's always streets shut down for some sort of race. So run my first half marathon would be a fun thing to accomplish this year. 4 would be to become stronger or more toned. I just want to get back into the gym this year and get into better workout habits. I work out a lot as it is. You guys see me doing Pilates, solid core, boot camps, the whole 9 yards. But I think that I want to try to like set a specific workout goal and achieve it, and make more of like a workout plan rather just going to a bunch of different workout classes and hoping for the best. Not that I'm out of shape or not that I don't like the way that I look, but I know what I'm capable of achieving, and becoming stronger or more toned I think would benefit me physically, but also would be something that would benefit me mentally as well. And then number 5 would be to start writing a book. This is a goal that I was like honestly kind of scared to put on this list, and also to like share with the world, because I feel like once you share things with the world, it's like a big commitment. But that has been something that I feel like I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was little, I've loved writing, and obviously I love reading. That this is something that I could start, and I'm not saying that it's something that's going to be finished like this year or next year or within the next 5 years, but I think that it'd be like a fun thing to challenge myself to do, especially now that I'm done with school and I kind of have more free time. I think that this could be something that maybe would be a fun new path for me. We'll see. Financial goals, I want to save $2,000. I want to start building back up my savings. Not that I did too much damage with it, but I think that, like I said previously, I need to start saving more and spending less in general, which is also another goal that's on here. So this is a number that I just am trying to hit. I even have like a savings tracker where I can track it every single month to make sure that I'm on the right path to achieve that goal. So there's that. And then number 2 is to start investing outside of just retirement funds and savings. I have my 401k and everything, FSA, whatever it's called, like set up through work, but I want to start learning more about investing when it comes to stocks and other things like that. It's something that I have literally zero knowledge on. Maybe not zero, maybe that's dramatic, but like 10% knowledge on. And I think it could be something that I would be interested in, and I just want to become a little bit more knowledgeable about that. So that's something that I'm thinking of achieving in 2023. And then, like I said, spend less overall. I spent so much money this year between moving and furniture and getting caught up in the New York City lifestyle and clothes and shoes and anything you could possibly imagine. I spent money on this year. So in 2023, we are going to spend less overall, because I do not need to be spending the way that I was spending in 2022. And that is it for my 2023 goals. I am very excited about them. I'm excited to see where I'll be at the end of the year, and I'm obviously going to do like little check-ins throughout the year, whether it's once a month, every 3 months, every 4 months, halfway through the year. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll definitely come back to these goals throughout the year just to keep myself accountable. And that's also why I decided to do it this way instead of how I was doing it previously, because I feel like this is a better way to look at it, and it's like more visually appealing and stuff like that. So there we have it. And now, last but not least, I want to move on to my January 2023 goals. I said I wanted to start doing monthly goals again. Don't know how long this will last. I did them for a while last year. I do them for a while every single year, and then eventually I just get tired of them and they feel overwhelming to me and I stop. So I guess my goal for my goals this year is to make them so that they're not as overwhelming and they're more achievable. So I'm starting out the year by doing monthly goals. We'll see how long it lasts, but I figured I'd share them with you guys while I'm doing them. First goal is to do dry January, which I feel like is a very common phrase, but if you've never heard of dry January, it just basically means no drinking for the month of January. I did already break this goal by drinking on January 1st, but I'm gonna give myself some leeway since it was New Year's Day. But starting yesterday, I didn't drink. It's literally 12 p.m. right now on a Tuesday and I'm working, so clearly I haven't drank yet today. And I don't think it's gonna be that hard, but it's just something that I wanna challenge myself to do and kind of like cleanse my system and feel good about myself. So that is the first goal. Second goal is to put $184.50 into savings. This is a very, very specific number, but as I mentioned, I kind of am starting to break down my yearly goals to make them easier to achieve. So I have broken down my savings goals specifically month by month to make sure that I'm putting the right amount in savings to achieve my year-long goal. So that is what I have to do for this month. And then 3 is to post 6 times on YouTube. That's once a week with like 2 videos somewhere in between. I feel like I typically post that much on YouTube, but I also like need to get back into the swing of things since I took 3 weeks off, which I know is going to be hard. So I feel like that's a good goal for this month. And then the last one, which is a fun one, is to try a trampoline workout in Jersey City. There's like a workout studio in Jersey City that does trampoline workouts, and I was talking to my coworker about it because she lives in Jersey City and she was saying that a lot of her friends go, and it just seems like a lot of fun and something that is out of my comfort zone 100%, but also something that would be just like a new experience. So that is on my goal for this month too. So we only have 4 goals for this month. I think that that is a good number. I think that they're all achievable. I don't feel overwhelmed by any of them. And I'm excited to see what becomes of them. And hopefully we can carry this on for February, March, April, the rest of 2023. So that's kind of like my 2022 reflection, 2023 vision for this year. Like I said, I have a good feeling about this year. I think my word for this year is just gonna be growth, and that is in all areas of life, whether it's YouTube, work, mindset, friendships, relationships, the whole 9 yards. I feel like growth is like gonna be my word for this year, and I can foresee it being a big year for that. So I'm very excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this little planning session. I don't normally do stuff like this, but I feel like every now and then it's fun to sit down and like share with you guys where I see my life going and reflect on things that I've achieved and like the whole 9 yards. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I definitely want to do more of these in the future.